are you? Sorry, I just spilt coffee all over my arm and it's boiling hot, so I put my coffee down, ran to the bathroom and just ran away. I'm okay because it's a coffee machine. It's not a pot of boiling water, so I'm okay. Always has to be something, but I think I chose the wrong setting and it was way too high, so that's probably why it spilt on my arm. I'm just going to bring you guys up and see who is with us today. How is everybody? This was from our still life workshop yesterday. We had fun with that. And good morning, Joanne. Hi, good morning. Hi, Teresa. And hello, Louise. I'm going to get started because I'm running a couple of minutes late, but this is the book that I picked up from Value Village, which is our local thrift store. Not really local. I think it's quite provincial. Hi, Barbara. Hello, Louise. But it is fantastic for collage. It's not in great condition, but it has fantastic typography. And so like sometimes you just need to pick something like this up so that you have it on hand. It's good for figure studies, to look at movement and positions, and yeah, it has ads. It's basically ads from fashion houses from the 20th century. So it goes all the way from, well, this is from 1968. I don't think it's in any order actually, but I think these are on, it's a year maybe of, what's it say? A year in pictures, day by day. Be kind to your behind. Don't you love that? I love that. You would never have an ad like that. I mean, I guess it was for the jeans, maybe, was it? Yeah. Anyway, I think some of them are beautiful, like really, really beautiful ads for fashion. Yeah. So it's a bit chunky, a very chunky book, and carrying that out of the thrift store wasn't easy with the other books, but that's my book for today. So I don't know if you can pick it up anywhere, but it was a good thrift find and I'm happy with it. Okay, so today I am painting on my back cover some seagulls. I love how they stand on one foot. Aren't they funny? And some of them are a little bit scruffy. So I was going to do seagulls, and then I have, oh, the other way. Oh, I wanted to show you the little bird. I didn't post it on stories, but look how cute he is. This is my friend's hand. Isn't it cute? It's adorable. The little finch, the baby finch. And I'm going to do this fir tree, which looks like seaweed. I thought it would be kind of cool to do that with the seagulls. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I think it, like I could take the book and do exercises where I just open a couple of pages and do really quick sketches. I think it'll be really useful. All right, let's see where we're at. I did make a book for today. It's the 21st, right? Or I did, maybe I didn't. No, I didn't. Okay, I need to make a front cover, but I will do that afterwards. I'm just going to put a very light I feel like it's someone's birthday today. Is it someone's birthday today? I'm missing it. Some reason, the 21st of August. If it is your birthday, happy birthday. If it's not your birthday, I'm wishing you a happy day. Okay, let's get started. I know, isn't it cute, the little baby bird? So sweet. Hi, Laura. Bonjour, Hippo. And hello, Julia. Good evening. Did I say hi to you, Barbara and Louise? All right, let's get... I really enjoyed doing the watercolors yesterday, but I think I'm going to do a little bit more mixed media. We'll see. Those furs, they seem, I think they'll probably need a little bit more texture than just watercolor, so we'll see. Okay. I mean, I have a lot of birds here. There's going to be a lot of negative spaces here. I just saw the visual arts passage images for tonight. They're doing punk, and the images are amazing, like really great images. They're black and white. So if you want to draw some figures tonight, I know that Art Hang Party is on also tonight as well, and Melissa has got, is it called Summer? Is it Summer Fun? Oh my goodness, that coffee is good. I just dropped my husband off at the station, so I haven't had a coffee yet, so that is my first sip of coffee. Okay, I think I'm going to sketch it out with, maybe I'll do a sketch today. I haven't done a sketch for a while. I did like having the big one in the foreground as well. Summer treats. Thank you, Reb. I know it was summer something. Yeah, maybe I'll just sketch it and then I'll see if I can put a wash on. I'm gonna be sad when this month is over. I mean, you can still stay present. I think it's been a really good reminder to stay present. I don't think I'm as good at it as some people, but that's okay. I think it's a way of life. Hippo, I think you're very good at it, and other people are very good at it as well, but like Sam is very good at it. I get wrapped up in other projects and don't think about writing down the things that I've done always. Like it's not on my radar, but it has been good practice. Anyone else drawing birds this morning? Meryl, how are you doing with your zines? I know that you did all the front covers. Okay, and then I'm going to have a bunch over here. I love how look at this guy. This guy looks like he's just a very proud little guy walking along the beach. And I thought they hopped, but he really does look like he's got 1 foot forward. Sorry. Birds do make me laugh. They're real characters, they are. I didn't really get this right. Let's move that back a little bit. There we go. Meryl says not keeping up. Joanne is fawning a European finch. Or drawing even. Maybe drawing. Teresa says maybe include a be present day each week. Oh, that's a good idea, Teresa. Like almost like a Sunday coffee exercise, like wake up, grab your coffee, sit down with your, that's a really good idea. I kind of try and do that with my Substack newsletter and kind of recap, but it's good to draw it out. Good morning, Kim. Hi, Susan. Reb says, I'm drawing one from my vacay. That's, yeah, it's a really good idea. I think those little journals, it's funny because when my kids were younger, I used to take them out of school to go and see my parents in England a lot. Not a lot, but like at Christmas. So, you know, we would only get 2 weeks, or they would only get 2 weeks holiday, vacation. And so I would take them out for an extra 2 weeks. So they're not doing too much. When they're that little, I mean, they were only like, you know, 6 and 4, or all through basically until close to like grade 8. My daughter didn't want to go for that long because she thought she was missing school and didn't want to get behind, and she needed her grades, and I never put pressure on her, but she put pressure on herself. But then we went for 3 weeks instead of 4 weeks. But where was I going with this? Oh, since they were little, we would have journals going, like holiday, like vacation journals. And it was such a good way of them being present and also doing a little bit of work and whilst not being in school. So that was cool. And I've got a few of their journals, and we used to print out, instead of them drawing everything, we used to print out photos that they took and stick them in as well. But there are some drawings. And even if they don't want the journals, I love looking at them. They're like, what am I going to do with that? Okay, do we have an even smaller one somewhere? That is the smallest there, but I do like this one that's kind of got his head. So apparently they always stand into the wind for some reason. I guess then it doesn't ruffle their feathers up as much. I should have like seagull, I can't speak, seagull soundtracks playing in the background this morning. The cawing of the seagull. Do they caw or do they sing? Maybe I'll do one off the edge here as well. Good morning, Nanette. How are you? I think Nanette's been very good at staying present within her month. Hippo would love that. She wouldn't. She does not like her seagulls. I don't really love this guy. I think he definitely needs some shadow. And this needs to be brought back a bit. That's funny. Hippo, you don't want some seagull soundtracks in the background here? They're actually very good exercise for value. studies, the seagulls here. Good morning, Maria. Hippo says, ahaha. I think she's kind of laughing, like, no, I don't think she wants seagull noises. It just, I think she has enough in Paris. Hippo said, they're so verbal that would be fluently speak. They are so verbal that I would soon fluently speak seagull. It's funny how we say that we can mimic, or that they can mimic us as humans. Some birds can. But you know how many times that we go around and mimic noises from animals? I mean, we are kind of just an animal in our own way. This guy came right off the pirate ship. There actually was a big ship just off the, I don't think I took a picture of it, but just off the shore there was. Maria, I was just saying that tonight, well, tonight is Visual Arts Passage, and they have punk rock is their theme, and they have incredible black and white photographs. So I know that you like drawing figures, so I was thinking about you and thought, oh, you would love these images. Okay, maybe I don't need to paint the seagulls today. And then that says, yes, I've been enjoying finding different things in my day to draw. I also like the quickness of it. Yeah, it's great. Oh, the one leg, Kim said. Came right off the pirate ship with one leg. Yeah, sorry. The really great thing about taking pictures with your iPhone of birds that are really tiny, very far away, is that you can't get any detail, which I like, because then I'm not focused on the detail. I'm more about the value of them. So, oh, thank you. It's getting a bit smudgy already, but I'm going to add some of the fern branches, fir trees, fern branches, right? Or just fir branches? Ferns are more like the soft ferns, right? That grow, they're plants, they're not the trees. Okay, just, you know, in my brain, figuring it out. I'm gonna do the scruffy one here. Teresa, you know that above ground carries the 14B, if you haven't found it yet. Fern fronds, fir branches. Thank you. And Annette says, does anyone else say mooey or navy when they see cows, or neigh when they see cows or horses? I mean, I don't. You mean like when you see them up close, like to talk to them, you mean? I don't know if I do. I haven't seen. Oh, Trace says I've been using the Blackwing pencils. They're really great. No, mostly when I'm driving by in the car. No, unless they can hear me, I don't really like say anything to them. I grew up riding as a kid, so you'd think that I would be neighing to the horses. Horses are very smart. I think they kind of look at you and go, why the hell are you trying to make noises like we make noises, and don't, you know, like, honestly, they have this attitude, horses, that I'm like, I have a lot of respect for horses. They're big animals, and I have a little bit of fear for them, even though I did a lot of riding when I was younger. But yeah, I don't. I mean, maybe with my kids I did a lot when they were little. But I think a lot of people do. I don't think you're the only one, Nanette. Definitely not. Reb says, I do, but I've got a toddler. Or just me, I'm weird, haha. No, I don't think it's just you. I think people do. It's like a comfort of knowing their sounds. Nanette says, yes, that must be why I do it, having young ones. I'm sure it is, Nanette. And Nanette says, although they're all grown now. No, but they have young ones. Your ones have young ones. Okay, the sheep I may do. The sheep I do baa when I see sheep. But I don't think they look at me like in a weird way. I think they expect humans to baa at them. Okay, I need to figure out how I can see comments. Is Melissa here yet? How I can see comments on the replays. I don't think I can see comments on the replays. I can see comments from people who have commented afterwards. I can't remember what I was trying to find the other day or last week. I was trying to find a recommendation, a book or something. I can't remember if it was Maria who said something. Anyway, I couldn't find it because I couldn't see comments. Is that a setting? Reb, Hippo? Is that something that I have to turn on to see comments afterwards? Like, or in the replay? And Hippo, tell us, well, both Reb and Hippo, tell us what you have new on your channel and what are you doing on Sunday, Hippo? Sheep aren't as judgy as horses, lol. No, I don't think they are. I don't think they are. We had, I've told you this story before. My parents bought us each, there was 3 of us, my brother, my sister, and they bought us baby lambs to look after. We thought they were our pets, and we called them Jemima, Snoopy, and something else. Anyway, Pinky, because one had like a little pink nose. And we would go up to the stables where the horses were, because that's where we kept them, and we would feed them every morning before we went to school. My mum's probably going to correct me that. She probably is like, you fed them once, not every day. She probably fed them. Anyway, we were told they were ours and we could look after them. Well, they got bigger and bigger, and they were very rude, those sheep. They would chase us down in the field. They got very big, and we were only very small. Anyway, one day there was no sheep, but we did have lamb stew. Hippo says, this Sunday we will draw movie scenes from movies chosen by the community. Oh, cool. That'll be great. Okay, Hippo, so you can't see chat in your replays? And she said, this is something I should know. Well, I think I can... Whose was I on? I think just a random YouTuber that I was watching. An art demo or something, and I could see their chat. Lamb stew, I love it. You know what? We weren't even aware back then. It wasn't until we were older we were told, yeah, they weren't really your lambs. We were raising them. Joanne said, oh, how sad. I know, I'm sorry, Joanne. It was kind of sad. That it's, like, as a human, we have like compassion for animals. Like, we looked after animals, and also growing up on a farm, like, you're surrounded by animals. So, they're there in our lives, but we also know that they are our food as well a lot of times. I mean, not today. I think it's a little bit different, but when you when you grow up in a on a farm, you don't become a farmer that has livestock if you're like, you're still respecting the animal, especially when it's, treated in the right way. But it's food as well as, your livestock. So it's a hard one, because I know that a lot of people are vegetarian, vegan, they don't believe in eating animals, and it's but it is what it is. Joanne says, I love lambs alive. I'm vegan. I know. I apologize. Joanne says, my great father and father, my great father and father slaughtered animals for a living, but I resented it always. Yeah, it's hard when it's, when it is their living. That's what they do. Grandfather. He was probably a great father to your father. Okay, there's a little bit of shadow. Not sure if I need to do the shadow, but I think I do a little bit. There's not much though. You know why? Because the sun wasn't really up. I guess I could make them more shadow if I wanted to. Good morning, Janice. How are you? All right, so now I have, if you guys missed it, this was the little finch the other day that I was drawing, that my friend picked up off the middle of the road. It was literally in the middle of this road and had its head all tucked in. I mean, it was just a baby. It was still fluffy. Okay, and this is what I am going to be using as my greenery today, which I've gone a bit different today and not done too much coloring yet. Thank you, Maria. Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to blend this kind of stuff in, but we'll see. I think I'm going to paint. I'm going to use paint first and then neocolors over the top of it. Hi, Carolyn. How are you? Good morning, C. I need some more. Actually, let's go with watercolors again. They kind of worked out well yesterday. What's everyone up to today? Are you getting ready for work? Are you arting? Oh, don't forget, we have a session this afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern. Let me know if you, well, it is recorded, so if you miss it, you can catch the recording. Okay, I need it to be a tad bit bluer and very light. Okay, let's see how this is. I'm going to make the bulk shapes first, and then I'm going to put the details on, because I don't know how else to do it, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'll make it almost into like a pattern background. These gulls are wonderful, C says. Thank you so much, C. I love your house. Did you draw that this morning? Were you up early? I saw your post early. I really am enjoying your whole neighborhood, like, because, you know, the things that are around us, and this is like really what, you know, Sam wants to emphasize in her Drawing Your Adventures, that we can make the things around us just as interesting as when we go away on holiday. I know we kind of have more time to step back and observe, and, you know, because everything is new, it's more shiny and bright and exciting. But even the things that are just around us can also be just as exciting. Like C's done her whole neighborhood. She's painting and drawing her neighbors' houses, and I think it's turning out beautifully. And you're going to have a sketchbook of your whole neighborhood, which I think is really cool as well. So you're very inspiring, see? Oh, you posted it late last night. Janice says, I get to go to the dentist today. I need a crown. Oh no. But I'll paint when I get back. Yes. Talking about dentists, I haven't seen Sarah for a couple of weeks. Did she go away? I'm going to put a little one back here. I don't think I need to fill in the whole thing. I'm just taking little bits from it. All right. This is the green I mixed. If you saw me mixing my watercolors when I was refilling my palette. Okay, it's slightly damp still, but not too much. So I'm going to try. And that says, I've been wondering where Sarah has been. No. See, do you know if she went away? Look at us being all nosy. Where's so-and-so? Don't they kind of look like seaweed? I think they kind of look like seaweed, these fur bundles. I think it's interesting to zoom in also to certain plants because we see them probably from like 2-3 feet away, but when you zoom in, oh my goodness, they're so interesting. Now, do I just, maybe I'll just do repeat in shapes, but in dark behind here, so that I fill that in, but make it quite irregular, so it doesn't just look like a blob. Oh, Sarah is around, she says. Oh, Hippo says, no news from Sarah either. I was wondering the other day if she received her order from my shop. I guess we'll find out. Maybe she just needed a break from Shar and her mornings. I'm sure that happens a lot. People need a break from this. Good morning, Melissa. How are you? Do you want to go a little bit darker, but I will come back to that. This could take quite a long time. I've got 15 minutes. Okay, this time I want to start, I don't want to like have it coming out of the bird, so I'm going to make it more over here, like the base or the starting point, and then come in and out this way. Another little trick is just to turn, like, so you become a little bit more irregular in your drawing, like turn your image upside down, back to front, right side up, so that you're not always drawing the same. Like, so you could just take one plant and draw it many different ways on your page. Oh yeah, it is nice to see the sun out. I was saying I just took my husband down to the station before I started my live, which was also why I was a little, like 2 minutes late. But it was really odd, like, because as I'm driving down, you can see the lake from afar, and there's just like this huge band of cloud, probably like on the other side, on the US side, and you can see the whole weather front has just moved across the lake. And yeah, it looks so pretty. The clouds were all like purple, and I did not stop to take a picture though. Should have done that. So yeah, a reminder to those of you who are just joining, today is Thursday, and we do have a session with Christina at 3 p.m. Eastern. It's actually of the place Tübingen, where she chose to, that's why she chose to call her account Tübingen Berlin. And she'll tell us all about it. I'm really excited for it because it's a beautiful little town, and well, Christine has lots of stories. I really enjoy listening to the sessions when we have people talk about the places that they have been or going to. Okay, this looks a little bit, I'm going to do this one so that it's a bit more irregular. Can I do some of them not so detailed and just have some lines in some of them maybe? Because if not, they're going to take forever, these. Let's just get the shape of them. Oh, and then Melissa has her art hang party. She's doing summer treats for her art hang party later. And the Visual Arts Passage is doing punk tonight. I don't know if it's punk rock, but it's punk, the punk era, basically. And they have some incredible images. So Melissa, I may be able to pop into yours, but I really want to draw. I haven't drawn any portraits for so long, and I feel, I don't know, I get really weird not drawing figures for a while, so I may have to switch over to there. But you've probably got some figures on yours too. I'll try and split my time up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to just roughly draw in these shapes, and then I'm going to come back to them and fill in more detail. Just looking at the darker areas. Have a great day, Tammy. Loving your zines, by the way. They're great. C says, I've been so busy I didn't realize she hasn't participated. I mean, it's fine. She, you know, she doesn't have to, but I haven't seen her. I don't think she's been there. She wasn't there on Monday, and yeah, it's fine. I just, you know, I was like just wondering, maybe she was in the background and just not commenting because she's at work, or maybe she went away for a little bit. We notice these things, you know, when you're not there, we notice. Melissa says, I wanted to play with color for summer treats tonight. We'll spend 10 minutes per reference, changing colors every 2 minutes. Oh, cool. That'll be fun. And yes, there are people in all the photos tonight. Okay, so I'll come for a little bit and then work on the other ones as well. Minutes. Sorry, everybody. This is very relaxing for me, but probably not very interesting for you guys to see. Watercolor always gets me in like a very relaxed state. I think because you really can't feel the paintbrush on the paper, like it's a weird feeling. Or a weird sensation that you can't actually feel it. Especially when the paper is smooth like this. Probably when it's rougher there's more resistance, but not when it's smooth. And I like that. It's quite nice to have that. I'll probably end up just doing watercolors when I get to a point where my hands are hurting so much. Okay, that one went a lot quicker. I love the light on this as well. So some of them are in shadow, some of them are in light. Joanne says, I really love it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. It's, yeah, it's nice to do something different as well. Lighten it up. And if you missed my book this morning, it really is just a collage, a book that I'm going to be using for collage. And it's ads from fashion from the 20th century. So there are, you know, 1960s ads of fashion ads and I know that a lot of you would like it. I'll show it again at the end. But I picked it up at the thrift store. I think what I love about thrifting books is that, and they're not super cheap. Like you're still paying $5-6 for a book, but you're looking at books that you would probably not normally look at or think about searching for, which I like. Kind of. And there's so many nature and botanical books as well. So if you ever need bird books or books on dogs, like so many books on dogs and cats, it's crazy. So you want to go in with much darker greens as well. Are there a lot of thrift stores in Germany and Holland? I don't know. Is it something which is everywhere in the world? In Japan, are there thrift stores? Or do they just reuse everything and never throw anything out? And they're quite minimalist too. Yes, the whole neighborhood of there's a whole neighborhood of thrift stores in Tokyo. Ah. And that says linger a lot of my books from a site called Thrift Books. Linger a lot of my books. Do you purchase a lot? Kim says, I do a lot of thrift store shopping. I love thrift stores, and I think that's from my mom. My mom is a big thrifter. She always finds really good deals, and I know that some of her favorite clothes are thrifted. But basically, thrifted clothes are just one wash away from being new, and some of them are actually new. So, or new clothes are one wash away from being thrifted. Thank you, Susan. Joanne says we have 3 in a range of 1,000 meters. Okay, so it's quite popular everywhere. I mean, you know, thrift stores are making a fortune because they get it for free. I know that they have to pay for their retail space. I know, like it's not, you know, it's not cheap either because their retail space is huge. This one that we have close to us, it's huge. We call it op shopping, opportunity shop. Oh, interesting. Sorry, Julia, I forgot that Australia's here too, but I think I know that Australia has thrifting. Well, or New Zealand at least, I know, because my second cousin lives in New Zealand. Thrifting is the way to go. Yes. Just heard that there's about 11 billion tons of textiles in dumps every year. Oh, no. That's awful. Yeah, and if you haven't signed up for today's session, you want to sign up, just go to the Paint and Draw sessions in Substack, and you can sign up through there. Okay, I do like the looking at the shadows is really interesting. I think it gives it a little bit more depth as well. Kim says the thrift clothes are typically made better and I can find more of a true size. I find that extra small is more like a medium in new clothes. They are also big. Kim, where are you again? This one looks like a peacock now. I've made them into little peacocks. Okay. I'll just do up here a little bit of green. Minnesota. We had a lovely lady from Minnesota in our group for Oaxaca this year. So sorry I cannot make it today. I have to do the replay. That's okay, Joanne. No worries. I know it's quite late for Europe. 3 p.m. Eastern is the Tübingen meet. All right. I know that I have a lot to do to this, but I think it's a decent start if I want to carry on. And if I don't want to carry on, I'm okay with that too. I mean, I know that they're seagulls, but I'm going to put seagulls here. And it's the 21st. Did we find out whose birthday it was today? Anybody? Anybody want to claim a birthday today? All right. Well, that's it for me, folks. Don't forget about all the things happening this afternoon. Our drawing session, Melissa's art hang party, visual arts passage, if you want to draw some the punk era. They're awesome. The images are really great. But it does run at the same time as art hang party, but you could do both. And you can get ahead with the other one as well, because they already release. If you sign up, you have to sign up for Zoom for theirs. It's free as well. Thank you. Yeah, like I need some darker patches in there, but I kind of like the in and out of the seagulls. Thank you everybody for joining us. I will see some of you tomorrow, and I will see others next Tuesday. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. See you. And Melissa, I have a good day at work, and I know probably you won't be coming to the 3 o'clock because I know that it's a lot hosting and yeah, coming to sessions. So bye, everyone. See you. Bye.